Hello dears, welcome to Beauty by Heart. I'm Ling, also known as Lulu. Today I'll be sharing with you dears this the Jeffree Star Blood Money Swatches and Review. I've used this palette for over a week and I've used all the colors on my eyes. I will be also doing some color comparison between these two Colourpop palette, which is Just My Luck and Meant to Be. So if you're interested to know how it performs on the eyes and the color comparison, please continue watching. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome! I love to explore new cruelty-free makeup products from the drugstore brands, the indies, the clean beauty brands, and the Sephora brands. Hopefully, I can help you dears to select your most favorite colors and the right products for you, saving you the time, money, headaches, and effort to browse through tons of products out there on the market. So if you happen to like this video, please consider to subscribe. Thank you so much. And now, let's get started! I'm still new to Jeffree Star makeup. I always hear my dear friend Diana Hoffman raving about his products. She is a die-hard Jeffree Star makeup fan. And I guess probably she owns all his palettes. The owner aside, Diana makes me very curious about Jeffree Star's makeup and wanted to test it out. So last year I actually got this mini controversy, but somehow I find that the color story is very random. I always let the inspiration to use this, so actually I only used this twice, so it's pretty much a new palette. And there are a couple of his palettes that I was actually quite curious and interested, but in the end I chose not to buy. So finally, when Jeffree Star launched this green eyeshadow palette, green is one of my most favorite eyeshadow color, and I was thinking maybe it's time for me to test out Jeffree Star's makeup. So for the packaging, it comes with this cardboard outer box like this. The whole packaging is actually very bulky and heavy. This is like a book. The thickness is about a recipe book. And this is the actual palette. I love mint green, so I cannot resist a mint green packaging, and I'm wearing a mint green top. It comes with the full alligator skin and the light gold metal clamps all around the corner, in front and behind. There is this two button over here to open up the palette, but only one button is movable. You just use a finger to slightly push it towards the inside and pull open the palette like this. And when you close, make sure you hear the hook sound so that it will close securely like this. There is a mirror inside here. The eyeshadow pens are huge. All the eyeshadow pens comes with the printed pictures on it, but it will smear and disappear when we touch it. And because of that, I usually avoid touching the pictures. I will just use the corners and pick up the corners or the space where there is no picture, because I try not to damage the picture. And this is a cruelty-free and vegan palette. This palette is available at Jeffree Star website. It's also available at Beautylish and Beauty Bay for the international customers. This palette is retailing at $52 USD. This is an 18 pans eyeshadow palette. I used this for over a week and have used all the colors on my eyelid. It comes with 4 kinds of finishes, which are the matte, the metallics, the foil, and what Jeffree Star calls it the extreme wet. Okay, there are 10 matte shades over here. So for the lighter matte color, I will use it on the crease and also as a transition color. And I find that for the lighter matte, it blends out to nothing. And this color Equity blends out to nothing as well. At the same time, it will stain a little on the eyes. And this color Make It Rain. This, on the other hand, is very intense and opaque and is very full when applied on the eyes. The darker matte colors like this Crocodile Tails, heavy weighted, which I'm using this on the outer corner right now, and the color Jaded. These 3 darker green matte colors are not so pigmented, so actually I have to build it up quite a number of layers to build up the intensity. So overall, I find that the matte are not so intense and pigmented, and we have to build it up. So not actually very impressed by their mattes. There is also one finish which is the matte with sparkle, which is this black cut limit. This is described as a matte true black with green glitter flakes. So again, this kind of matte with sparkle. When we apply on the eyes, the glitters disappear. So basically, this is just a matte formula. And as mentioned, there is one special formula that the Jeffree Star is calling the Extreme Wet, which is this Money Haze. This is a very sheer sparkling colors. It is great as a topper and I love this color a lot. This is in fact my second most favorite color in this palette. And I apply over here on the eyes, but because this has a very sheer base and is very sparkly, if you want to build up the intensity and make it very opaque, you have to build up many layers. So here I build up actually quite a lot of layers. There are 6 metallics color. And this first color, Divine Intervention, is described as a shimmery, icy white, pearl and sheer. This is my most favorite colors in this palette. I usually use this color as the inner corner highlight and also under the eyebrow bone. So there was once I used it on the entire eyelid. This is very pretty. But this also has a sheer base, so it will be great as a highlighter color or as a topper. So if you want it to be more opaque, you have to build it up as well. But the problem with me wearing this color alone is that after a few hours, it crease and fade a little on the eyes. Because I was applying to the whole eyelid, the beginning part to the middle part is fully opaque because I've already built up many layers. But towards the outer corner part, it starts to fade a little and my skin will peek through this color. Despite the many layers I built up, I don't know why. So likewise, same goes for this color, tax-free. Let me find what is tax-free. Yeah, this. When I use it on the entire eyelid, the same things happen. So my skin will peek through the color and it will also fade and crease around the double eyelid area. I'm using this Natasha Denona eyeshadow base because my previous Urban Decay Original Potion, I've been using that eye primer for a long time, but it has already dried up. So I think this is a good time for me to change to a new eyeshadow primer. But so far, whenever I use this with my other eyeshadow, nothing weird and strange happens. So I'm not so sure, is it because of the combination of this eyeshadow palette and the eyeshadow primer? That's why the matte doesn't really perform, or the shimmers will fade throughout the day? I don't know why. Maybe it's not even the problem of this eyeshadow primer. When we apply eyeshadow, sometimes it's inevitable that the powder will get into our eyes. But when this powder gets into my eyes, it feels slightly prickling. Not a lot, but I don't experience this prickling feel with other eyeshadow unless a big chunky particle falls into the eyes. When this new release was announced, I saw some beauty YouTubers commenting about it when they are doing their buy it or not weekly new products release. So some of them mentioned that if we already have these two palettes from Colourpop, which is Just My Luck and Meant to Be, basically we have this palette already. So naturally, when I received this Blood Money, I immediately compared these two together. So let me just show you the colors So let me just show you these palettes side by side and you make the decision whether they are the same or not. Basically, I would say that Just My Luck has more similar shades than Meant to Be comparing to this Blood Money. At the same time, I found actually 5 colors. No, actually it's 6 because 2 colors are actually replacing one of these Jeffree Star Blood Money colors. Let me show you in a while. So I found these similar colors and you make your own decision whether they are really the same. And if you have these 2 palettes from Colourpop already, do you really need to buy this Jeffree Star Blood Money? The first color I'm going to compare will be this Crocodile Tails. This is a matte deep green, which is this color. This is quite sure, so I need to build up a few more layers, then share with you in a while. Okay, this is after 5 layers. So the similar color I'm going to compare with will be from Just My Luck from Colourpop with this color, Kick My Ass. Kick My Ass. This is a matte spearmint. This is just 1 layer and this is more opaque already than this. Okay, the color may not be exactly the same because the Just My Luck from Colourpop is lighter and Jeffree Star Blood Money, this is much deeper. Next color to compare will be from Blood Money Tax Free, which is a metallic green with a gold undertone. So this is the color. Feels very smooth and soft. So this is Blood Money Tax Free. And again from the Colourpop Just My Luck, I'm going to compare this with Olive You, which is a metallic olive green. They have the same undertone and it looks very similar. I think this Tax Free from Blood Money is slightly deeper, and Olive You from Just My Luck is slightly more goldish. But these 2 are very similar. And the next color will be comparing this Mint Condition. And this is the color where I have 2 replacement color from that 2 Colourpop eyeshadow palette. This is a matte mint color. Actually, I hope that we have a shimmery mint green colors for the Blood Money palette. Okay, so this is Mint Condition. And over here, I have this Just My Luck. Chances Are. This is described as a matte fresh mint color. Let me build up 1 more layer because this color is lighter than the Jeffree Star Blood Money Mint Condition. So with 2 layers built up, it seems more similar than with the Blood Money Mint Condition. But the Mint Condition is more green than this. And also over here, Mint to Be, I have another very similar color, which is Get Fresh. This color over here. So this is Blood Money Mint Condition. This is from the Colourpop Just My Luck. Chances Are, I'm going to place this Mint to Be Get Fresh on top of this Blood Money Mint Condition. Okay, this is lighter than these 2 colors, and as you guys probably can see, this Get Fresh from Mint to Be has a whiter base. Actually, these 2 colors are more similar. This color to compare will be my most favorite color in this palette, that is Divine Intervention. This is described as a shimmery icy pearl white. This feels very soft and very smooth. Okay, let me just apply over here. This is so shiny and it's very smooth. You can't actually see much of my lines on the hand, but this has quite a sheer base, so basically you need to build up as mentioned just now. And the comparison color will be from this Mint to Be, which is this color, Play It Cool. This is described as an icy mint green with a dual chrome shift. It feels slightly more chunky than the Blood Money. Okay, I will swatch it over here. This color Play It Cool from Mint to Be palette is slightly more chunky than this Divine Intervention. And this Play It Cool is more white green than this Divine Intervention, and a bit rougher than this Divine Intervention. And this Divine Intervention has a more yellow gold base than green, but both has a dual chrome shift. Both are pretty colors, but if you are to compare the quality, then the Blood Money Divine Intervention will be much better. And the last similar colors I found will be this Heavy Weighted, which is a matte teal green. And I'm using this at the outer corner of my eyes now, which is over here. I need to build up a few more layers that you dears can see. And over here from the Mint to Be from Colourpop, I'm comparing with the color Ice Cold. This is described as a matte electric mint color. Not exactly the same color. I'm just apply one layer of this color and the opacity is very similar to this color, which I already applied many layers. So this is Heavy Weighted from Blood Money, and this is Ice Cold from Mint to Be. These two are not the same color, but they have similar vibes. The Heavy Weighted has a more blue underbase, and this Mint to Be Ice Cold is more green. So if you are to compare these two Colourpop eyeshadow palettes with this Jeffree Star palette, I will say that for the Blood Money, it has slightly more color variation, which actually they have two golds over here and slightly more finishes for the Blood Money. They may not have the color to color similarities, but for these two palettes, it definitely has the same vibe comparing to the Blood Money, because all these three palettes are monochromatic green palettes. So if you do not wish to spend so much on the Blood Money, which is 52 USD, you may just want to get these two from Colourpop. I can't really remember how much they are, maybe 12, or now they are having discount, so maybe 9 USD per palette now. Not exactly the same as Blood Money, but similar vibe. Very similar vibe. So overall, is this worth buying? Actually, I love green eyeshadow palettes. I bought a few green eyeshadow palettes in November, which is this with the BH Cosmetic Avocado Toast, the Melt Cosmetic Smoke Obsession, and two single eyeshadow bundles from Cine Grace, which is the Danny's Dream and Mountain Trail, which these two eyeshadow bundles are discontinued already. So a number of green eyeshadow palettes I bought. I haven't used them all on the eyes yet. So I find that this palette performs much better on the hand swatches, not exactly on the eyes. And I don't know, maybe I have too much and too high expectation on Jeffree Star's makeup because I heard so much good things about it. But when I got my first eyeshadow palette from Jeffree Star, which is this, I find that the color is too random. And when I got this, the matte, especially the lighter matte that I'm used on the crease and this transition, it blends out to nothing. And the darker matte color, which I use it normally on the outer corner of the eyes, I will have to layer it up. And the two shimmers that I use it all over my eyelid, on the entire eyelid, after a while it crease and fade, and also the skin will peek through. And for this eye makeup look, although I'm creating this look with this, and I don't know, now that I'm seeing myself from the viewfinder, I find that this is very vibrant. I'm building a minimum of 4 layers for each colors to create this vibrancy. So shimmers, I think so. Some of the shimmers are very smooth and soft and very sparkly, but overall with the matte formula, the shimmer formula, the foil and the extremely wet, I find that this palette is so. Probably pulled down a lot by the performance of the matte formula, and basically it has 10 mattes formula over here. So that's why I find that this is a so mediocre palette, and overall not really worth the 52 USD. I would much prefer actually these two from Colourpop, which when you buy these two, the total of these two pricing is so much lesser than this Blood Money. So dears, now it's your turn to share with me what do you think about this color story of the Blood Money from Jeffree Star's makeup. Please comment in the comment section below, yeah? Thank you so much. And last but not least, here's an inner beauty tip for us to be more beautiful and more wise. Grass is greener when we water it. Thank you so much for watching, dears. If you happen to like this video, please consider to subscribe. Thank you so much. May you dears have a peaceful, blissful and joyful week ahead. See you next time. Bye! And before you go, please check out these two videos over here. Thank you!